Alright, so we dealt with the bottom half of the house, I'm pretty sure. Most of it, anyway. How loud is that audio in comparison? It's not too bad. It's just on par with the plasma gun. Anyway. See, I'm not normally that much of a bothy person. I tend not to give that much of a shit about my bothy, but I know for a fact that if I put it's my bothy in the stream title, I'll get more views. Do people use power washers on Windows? Probably not recommended, especially not the really powerful ones, because you'll just blow a hole in it. But it's okay, we're in a video game. Although, I'll be honest, I really kind of wish you would damage Windows if you use the wrong washer. See, if I remember last time, we bought a brand new power washer. This one's a lot stronger than the last one. This one is doing a good job at clearing up this manky area. I know what you're thinking. Vortail, isn't Mankey a Pokemon? What are you talking about? And you're right. Oh, I just realized, hold on. There we go. That's like 850 something, I don't even know. Like, I'm a Gen 1er, and it's not because I think Gen 1 is the best. It's just all I remember. It's all I'm willing to put up with. This fence is really not wanting to be cleaned. Hold on. Try to remember my buttons. A smaller nozzle would be better for this. $898. We're so close to 1K. For its 25-year anniversary, we'll get 1K Pokemon. I gotta clean the top of that. Something here has like no dirt at all. Oh, that's the wall. Red wall hat. Ah, I see it. A crouch jump. There we go. Yeah, that's way too many Pokemon for me to keep track of, honestly. You could show me a picture of any Gen 1 Pokemon and I'll tell you its name. Anything beyond that, I'm just fucked. There's no way I could tell you. I mean, that's not entirely true. There's a few Pokemon I could give you the name of. Like, I can name a few from Gen 2, I can name a few from Gen 5, I think it's Gen 5. Because those are like the only two Pokemon games I really played growing up. Well, I think by the time Gen 5 came out, I would be considered a grown-up. I need to get right into this one. Wait, where's my weapon? have a weapon for this, don't I? Like a power spinner. There it is. Right, yo. Get off. I think I've already told my story about me and Pokemon and how I used to be really big into it. But one thing that's kind of annoying about living in Scotland is that your summer holidays are on a different time from England's summer holidays. And when they were airing, when they started to air new episodes of Pokemon in a marathon, I had to go back to school. So I basically missed like every single new episode. And I just lost track of like Pokemon up to a certain point and then just stopped watching it. And then I started watching Digimon instead. One might argue that is worse. And yeah, the dub of Digimon is pretty bad. Like, I liked the world of Digimon, I liked a lot of things about Digimon, but the dub was awful. Even when I was younger, something just felt really jank about the dub of Digimon. Okay, game, you're the boss. I definitely didn't clean that, but alright. So when it came to card games, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh boy. Friends of mine got big into Yu-Gi-Oh. Real big. And honestly, I still kind of am into Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit, but I'm more in favor of the older rules. I don't really care for any of the Link cards or the like synchro summoning. I'm fine with synchro summoning, but I began to lose interest around the XYZ shit onwards. Then you got pendulum summoning, which basically broke the whole fucking game. In my personal opinion. I don't know. I'm just glad I got out of that when I could. But I still like Yu-Gi-Oh! Just in general. Oh man, this stuff is rank, dude. I think it's time to clean the roof. Better off just going up on the roof, honestly. Getting the show on the road. Yeah, I was one of those kids that like got into the Yu-Gi-Oh card game because of the show, and then nobody could figure out what the rules were. We all just followed the show for the rules, and then we were like, this feels like shit. Something about this doesn't feel right. And I believe it was me that had to go and like, it was me and one other person. I'm trying to remember the dude's name. It's been years. Not that saying his name would matter. But we basically looked at him and it's like, we've been playing this wrong. Because the first season was completely off the mark in terms of how you play it. My luck in Yu-Gi-Oh was always terrible. Like, my deck was like kind of alright. Obviously it wasn't like top tier professional or anything, because none of us really knew what the meta was. It was too early to say. But like, I had a few like really good cards. I just couldn't fucking ever get them, or I could never get in a position where I could win. And then the one time I finally drew the card I wanted and actually got somewhere with it and got a win, God, every single person under the sun was like, no, that's wrong. You played the rules wrong. You cheated. I'm like, why can't anybody let me have this? Like, and the thing was, is that years later I realized I actually didn't cheat when I won that game. This everybody's a sore fucking loser. Yeah, that was my problem the whole time. I just didn't believe in the heart of the cards enough. I also played quite a bit of Duel Links, which I actually thought was a lot of fun, but its problem is that because of the way it's structured, there's like 2 or 3 metas that just work way too well, and there's nothing you can really do to beat it except play the same meta. Trying to play off meta in Duel Links is never a good idea. And that's why I played Forbidden Memories. The true best Yu-Gi-Oh experience. Duel Masters. That sounds familiar, actually. I'll just Google it real quick. Duel Masters. Ah, this dude with the fucking... the most anime of anime hair. I say as somebody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't Duel Masters essentially simplified Magic the Gathering? If I remember, I think that's what it was. It was like Magic the Gathering for dummies. No offense. I think it was a good introduction to people to get into Magic the Gathering if they had no idea how to play trading card games. But they never really, like, stated that out loud. I feel like that's something you would only notice if you played both games. When I say a game is for dummies, I'm not saying that you playing it made you a dummy. Okay, I play games that are designed for dummies quite often. That doesn't make me a dummy. Other things make me a dummy, but not that. Trying to stay on this roof is really weird. Like, sometimes I don't know if my feet are actually on the roof. If that makes any sense. Like, I'm just afraid if I just let myself... if I stand still for long enough, I'm just gonna fall eventually. It's kind of weird. But yeah. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the biggest thing I got into. I did play a little bit of Pokemon trading card game. It was never any good. Didn't really have a good deck, but I enjoyed the concept of it anyway. Tried to get into... I did try to get into Magic the Gathering, so I do understand the rules to a basic extent, but I never really got into it. I don't think I played anything else outside of that. I think that was it. Just the Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the main one for me. You see, that was something I did do for a little bit. I did collect Pokemon cards. And I vaguely remember years ago when, I think it was BBC News did an article on the fucking Charizard card selling for an insane amount years ago, and I was like, man, I wish I could get my hands on one of those. Because like Charizard, back then Charizard used to be my favorite starter. My starters have changed as I've got older. My favorite starter when I was very young used to be Charmander. As I got older it became Squirtle, and now that I'm this age it's Bulbasaur 100%. And it's not because of its stats or anything, I just like Bulbasaur's design. Like, I don't play Pokemon for the meta builds. Who plays Pokemon for the meta builds? Yeah, one of the reasons I couldn't get into the card games nowadays is it's going to be quite pricey. I know it's going to be quite pricey. And I'm not willing to dump that money into it. This window is in such a pain in the ass place. I wish I could just like prop this ladder up on something and like stand back and shoot it. I can do this, I guess. This power washer is powerful enough to get there. Yeah, like that type of shit is wild to me. Just a casual 100k. I actually do wonder just how much my Yu-Gi-Oh cards would sell for if I actually went to get rid of them. Probably not a lot. 95% of the cards I have are probably banned by now. Okay, there must be a patch of this wood that is absolutely filthy and I can't see it. Darkle Vision. Help me, Darkle Vision. Oh, there I go. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. Hey, John. I've never actually heard of Chandelar. Maybe the first time I've ever uttered that word. There we go. Got it. I haven't had a message from the dude I'm working for quite a while. I forgot this was a ghost house, actually. I know there won't be any spooks, but I'm like, for some reason, expecting a small spook at some point. Just a ghost to show up as I'm cleaning up this house. I remember months ago, and I mean actually months ago, I was threatening a Terraria stream. That never happened. I mean, you could Google it, but it's also good to like have a nice little conversation. Unfortunately, I have no answer to that question because I haven't played any Metroids. I know I'm behind in the times, I still need to play Metroid games, but I have not played a single one. One of these days I will play Super Metroid through to the end. Like, you'd think, as somebody who plays La Milana and sings its praises all the fucking time, I would have played something like Super Metroid at some point. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Metroid Prime. I know a lot of people are wanting more Metroid Primes because it's so good. Oh wow, I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I've looked into the creepy symbols you found on the side of the house you're working on. Yes, what have you found? Turns out they're just builders diagrams telling the plumber where to put the gap for the overfill pipe. Right, cool. Don't worry about being a Debbie Downer. I was doing that earlier when I was playing Plutonia 2. Oh, I know all about Other M. That's like the one game that has piqued my interest the most. Not because it makes me want to play it, but just because I want to see I wanted to see just how bad it was. And I already knew about the Samus character, and so seeing that game, I can understand why people might be mildly miffed at Other M. Hold on a minute. Still have some wood, actually. Let's go into the front, spray some of this. Hold on. Remember me? Yeah, I feel kind of bad for a lot of Metroid fans when that game came out. And it was just absolute dogshit tacos. Yeah, The helmet visor flip and the fucking dumb expression on his face. This gutter is very annoying. I think this roof is just about the last thing we need to clean. There might be something else I've forgotten, but I think this is just about it. I do kind of miss the very early Gmod days. Did you guys know I made a really bad Gmod animation? It's still up on YouTube actually. Show it off? No. Honestly, it's not that I'm not proud of it. Like, I actually quite like a lot of it, but it is so early, low-skilled Gmod video. Especially compared to what shit people are doing nowadays. You can probably find it on my YouTube if you have a look. I think it's probably like the last video on the full list of what I've posted. Wow, streamer, I can't believe you're plugging people to go to your YouTube channel. How much of a sellout are you? Don't forget to like him. Is that the one? That's the one, yeah. I had like plans for a sequel and some other things, but nothing ever happened after that release. Like, I was planning an ongoing story and I was going to use different video game genres for every episode to make a quote-unquote parody of, but it never went any further than that. You recall seeing this years back? Interesting. Somebody did do like a very similar concept with TF2 and WarioWare, but I think I was the first to do it. But I think the other one got more popular than mine. Not that my idea was original, I'm not exactly going to turn and be like, wow, I can't believe they stole my idea and took credit. It'd be an interesting coincidence, though, if you've actually seen this before. I used to have, like... I spent forever doing, like... directed commentary on it. Using the closed caption shit. Sorry, no, not the closed caption. The annotations before they were removed. So all my old director's commentary is just completely gone now. And I think like 7 or 8 years later, I was like, I'm going to try to remake this, but in Source Filmmaker, but I never ever did, because it's a lot of work to work in Source Filmmaker. Excuse me? There was a massive patch up here that wasn't touched. Alright, whatever. Okay, it's apparently a lot I haven't done. I don't think I've done this chimney fully yet. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, the gar. And this front roof. Oh, there's a lot of grime on this. Apparently this house was haunted and it was just left to decay. People just threw mud at it and just nobody gave a shit, I guess. Yes, this is ridiculously manky. Hella gross. It's not the worst thing though. I've still got the skate park, which is going to be like a whole stream in itself. The skate park is actually filthy. I want to be able to clean while skateboarding. There we go. I don't think that's for the plumbers. I think that's just somebody making a face on the wall. I imagine at this close to proximity, it'd probably be like putting a hole in the wall here. I think where the rest of this is dirty. Probably on the outside of this. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done. Get to look at this nice brand spanking new clean house. Yeah, okay. Right. This piece of wood still has shit somewhere on it. I need a ladder for this. There we go. How did I not see that? There's like quite a few little tiny bits of grime, but it's not enough to... Oh, is it literally right under here? Yeah, it's right under it. How the hell is that not done yet? This piece of wood is certainly being a bit of a bitch about being clean. It has a pretty good face to spook your friends with. Especially when they have no context. Oh my days, I can't even get into this. Alright, I'll figure that out later. Hold on, I got some other shit to clean. Can I just say I'm still mad that the devs for Terraria put spider caves in the game? I really fucking hate spider caves. I see. Glad there's no health in this. Guess I already cleaned that. Yeah, it looks like I've already cleaned that. Just need to get the underside of the chimney, I guess. The backside, rather. It's probably going to be quite difficult to do. Shooting some seagulls out of the sky. We got a lot of it. Legit, what is left in this? It's fascia. I don't know what's left to clean. Okay, there we go. Finally. Little patches here and there. Ah. Bricks, driveway edges, and wooden trims. Oh, fuck the wooden trims. Okay. I thought I cleaned these, actually. Bricks. It's a handful of bricks. Oh, fuck. Yes, YouTube. Oh, that was the brick, was it? It was literally like one pixel of brick. Alright, this place is almost completely done. Three, two, one. Please tell me it's around this corner. Ah, shit. Okay, well, I gotta look for this last wood trim. Turning on Dirtwall Vision to see if I can see it. Ah, here we go. Found it. Oh, that looks amazing, almost normal. You know what's strange though? As you were finishing, there was a screech from the attic, so I opened the latch as something whooshed past my face, followed by something. We're dead in a minute. That was when I was around the backside for like 20 minutes. There we go. Man, look how good that house is. Followed by a grubby grey feather floating mysteriously down. I think it was Ethel's soul leaving, finally at peace. What could that be? God. Just... What the fuck, man? This is gonna take a decade to clean. Oh my days. Such a shithole. It's actually unbelievable. This is a football to keep me company, a football in the skate park. Yeah, sure, why not?